Hello, I'm Joshikins, and welcome to another Random Rants. I'm sorry, this expression on my face, if I'm not seeming to be crying all sad, it's because, the pain has gotten a little too much. In the latest episode of The Walking Dead, luckily I had my fiance with me at the time. We were watching it together, and he handed me a few stuffed animals as the one scene was occurring. But even as he handed me stuffed animals, I was just like, I don't want to touch anything. I can't deal with anything at the moment. And that's what today's random rant will be about. So if you haven't seen the latest The Walking Dead episode, just don't want spoilers, just stop the video. So on The Walking Dead recently, Glenn and Nicholas decide to blow up a store, long story short. And so they find themselves trapped by walkers. They both jump up on some dumpsters, and that's where they were at the plant at the moment. Now, throughout the episode, Nicholas had been shown to be sort of zoning out, just not really seeming to be in the current moment. And so when he's on a dumpster surrounded by certain death, he decides the best way out is to shoot himself. And it ends up with him pushing Glenn down. Now, Glenn and Nicholas haven't been the best comrades. He left Glenn and Noah for dead, and Noah did end up dying. And the most gruesome death on the series, hands down. I mean, Hershel's death still affects me, but goddamn, that Noah's death was just brutal. And so it appears as though Glenn was knocked down and his insides were being eaten. Before I go on, I just want to say it's just like Nicholas could have progressed so much more as a character, and just dying like that, and Glenn not being that used to seeing people die on his watch, and Glenn always believing the best of humanity. God damn, it makes the fucking scene even sadder. But anyways, so it appears like he's been eaten alive, like other characters before him. But a few things stand out to make his apparent death a little odd. For one thing, in the after show, The Talking Dead, they always have an in memoriam section every episode, usually to show off the awesome zombie kills. And when a major character dies, there's usually always something written about them. It's sort of a usually fun section, having this dramatic music with zombie kills, but in the case of major characters' deaths, it's, not that fun, because, you watch the episode, then right after you see your favorite character die again. Dale, Hershel, Andrea, Merle, oh fuck. But if Glenn had died, then how The Talking Dead handled his death was a little odd, as the in memoriam section, no mention of Glenn's death. He didn't get a little saying or anything. Just, please don't be true, please don't be true, please don't be true. And also, how they commented on it by, you know, the show's creators or whoever, was beyond awkward. I was thinking, oh, maybe it's just because, you know, since Glenn's a POC person of color, then, you know, they're worried about some backlash from Tumblr and other people online. But, you know, him not being dead makes the memoriam and those odd parts of the Talking Dead make a lot of sense, because they're odd just because the creators can't come out and say, he's not really dead, he's actually alive. And I think read from one other place something about Glenn being extremely broken by this experience when he's alive, and he comes back alive. So, you know, the Glenn we knew and loved is gone either way. He's dead either way, so it doesn't, like, if we get a broken Glenn, I think that's a little worse than dead Glenn. Because with the broken Glenn, we could see just him falling apart, losing faith in humanity, not some man who would stay true to his core even to the end. It's a character death, so, but being physically dead is another question. Also, the other thing I'm going to bring up here is when you deal with different authors, different directors, you know, different shows, different movies, and you watch them for a time, you get used to how they deal with things. Are they more realistic, or are they more, hey, the plot says so? And, you know, you get a better job at reading what's going on. With The Walking Dead, they like to tend to be more realistic, staying more true to how things would actually happen. Now, I thought that, you know, the walkers ripping Glenn up was pretty obvious, but that could just be me missing things, and I watched the scene twice. Gosh, I still have it on my DVR, so I might have to go and watch it again. Like, torture myself that way. But one of the things that was extremely odd was the way the intestines were being ripped out. I mean, it was an extremely odd angle for intestines to be ripped out. And I noticed this when watching it, and I've had my Rev Resner and some other people actually comment on it, that it was a weird fucking angle. So yeah, that was, and how they fell, Nicholas would have landed more on top. And some people had made references to Guts, the second episode, I believe, and the one where Glenn and Rick use the zombie guts to cover up themselves. So possibly Glenn is using Nicholas as cover there. And so the reference is so that, yeah. But yeah, it's a very weird angle, and if it wasn't the show The Walking Dead, I might have not really thought that much of it. I would just think, oh, it's just not angled, that's just the shit they pull off. So yeah, those are two reasons why. There are, of course, other reasons, such as one being the fact that it seems that when a major character dies, another major character witnesses their death. So that wasn't fulfilled. And I would like to know your opinions. Do you think Glenn is really alive, or is he really and truly dead, and people who just are throwing out these theories of Glenn being alive, are we just all in a big state of denial? Please comment below, let's get a conversation started. Just know that I tend to watch The Walking Dead and other shows a few days after, due to how usually limited I'm able to get to the TV. So if you want to comment on this video the night of, like I'm on the East Coast, so if you want to comment after the East Coast airing, just don't expect me to know what the fuck you're talking about. And I have been Joshikins, owner at joshikins.blogspot.com. If you want to see other wonderful vlogs like these, you can go to my blog. I also have a review of, not a review of, but a little dissection of the game Soma, S-O-M-A. So yeah, I watched the Let's Plays of it, and so I talk more about the concept, so it's not really a review, but I might write more things about the game, because holy fucking shit, is that just awesome concept. And if you go along the sidebar thingy, there are now, the poll is still closed. I'm still waiting to do my Dragon Cave giveaway. I'm going to first wait till the Flight Rising giveaway I have on my blog is done. And plus I also have to wait for Halloween to be over, because right now there's certain dragons that will only breed a limited time of the year, the Halloween dragons, plus the new releases of the Halloween dragon, so it won't be a good time to do a dragon giveaway until sometime after Halloween. So that's when the poll will be opened. A new poll, it will relate to the Hunger Games. And there is a new dragon on the sidebar thingy, so you can name that, and you can see the rules and benefits of naming the dragon on the sidebar thingy. It's something really just for fun, you know. Get like the fans able to do something on the blog affected some way. A little way like that. Plus it's naming a dragon. Dragons are fucking awesome. And if you have been watching my blog for a while, if you've been keeping up with my various YouTube channels, and you're like, hey, I really like, Joshikins, and I wish I could support her financially, you can. I do writing commissions on Fiverr, so if you want me to write you The Walking Dead fanfic where Glenn comes out of this unscathed and perfectly mentally healthy, I will write that fanfic. I will write that fucking fanfic in a fucking heartbeat. And if you don't want any of my writing for whatever reason, I also have a Patreon. I'm Joshikins on Patreon, and any donation helps me keep my laptop functional and helps me with various other things of my blog. And if you donate $1, you will get a monthly update on how my ebooks are going. And yes, I am writing ebooks. And you can see how far along I'm getting through them. And if you donate $5, you get a 30-minute exclusive vlog of me. So 30-minute vlog that no one else can see. And if you're watching this on the YouTubes and want to get to these wonderful places, links are in the description. And if you're watching this on my blog, links are on the sidebar thingy. And if you're on the mobile version, I don't believe you can see the sidebar. I'm sorry. And until next video, goodbye.